Hey, you know what the daddy Poblano told the little baby boy Poblano? Guess. I ain't your daddy.
That was bad.
Yeah, it was sort of bad, but my recipe for this is a whole lot better. Stick around. People call them Chile Relleno, people call them stuffed peppers, but hey, I do like something that has got a good crispy crust, full of some meat with some flavor, and a lot of that cheese. That's what it's about. Now, when you go to the restaurant and you order a Chile Relleno, they give you one of these Anaheims a lot of time. Might be a little longer and a tad bigger around. Ain't enough meat in there to satisfy my appetite. So what do I like to go to and got even a smokier taste that is even better? Poblano. Got to roast these Poblanos so we get a little more flavor out of there too, and we're going to do that now over some hardwood lump mesquite. Going to get some of that good smoke to going in there, so let's get her done. But they roast a little faster to me. Do they got a little Earl on them, as they call it in southwest Oklahoma. And we're charring them good on all sides. That's what we're after. We're going to go ahead and rotate them around again. Sometimes you may have to prop a buddy up beside somebody or hold him for a minute because I want to make sure that they're roasted all the way around. Well, as you can see, them rascals got a good char on them. I'm going to have to let them cool a minute, but we're going to go ahead and get us a little dab of water, put in this good plastic sack here. What's it do? Make a little steam. Don't take much. And I just like to shake it around in that sack just a tad. Slip these peppers in there, and them rascals is hot. I want it to create a steaming effect. Seal them up good. We'll place them right over here out of the way. Now, as you can see, my help today, I have the most talented beagle here, sunning his little fat back, and the culinary expert here, Franklin the Wonder Dog. So let's put this batter together, because when I put a fork on a Chile Relleno or a Poblano that's been fried, I want to hear it go, I want to hear that crunch. Now, I've been through a lot of stuff trying to maybe think what's going to make that crunch, and then somebody hit me in the head with a stick, and I remembered. Remember, folks, when I did that deep fried catfish crispy video? You know what's going to make this deal even better than that? Sure, we got to have that cornstarch, because cornstarch is taking the place of the egg. There's no egg in here. We ain't using no milk, and we ain't using no water. We're using the home of the Rocky Mountains, the one that is true and only the true blue through and through American beer, Coors Light. Now, I know a lot of people that use dark beer if they're going to beer batter fish or something like that, but to me it gives it a really strong taste. So I got me about 3/4 cup of flour in here, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a little dab of oregano, and a little dab of cumin. And you want to make sure that it's all incorporated really well. And then we're going to have a little salt and pepper to taste. Now, at this time and point, I like to pour it in something that's going to be oblong. Pour about a half a can in there and we'll see where we're at. And what are you going to do with the other half? You can drink it if Shan ain't watching. I like that foaming action. Stir this up really well. It'll try to get some knots in it if you ain't careful. But this is going to give it that good, crispy, I want to stay on there batter. I want it just a little bit thicker maybe than pancake batter, pretty close to the same. We're going to set that aside. I'll put this over here for Frank. Go back to our pepper business. You want to make sure that they're cool enough for you to handle, first of all. Frank, you're not a Chihuahua, so you ought not even like these. I've seen some folks do this, and they just take this plastic sack and just pull that off. Now, me, I'd rather take this little old regular kitchen knife and just give it a little dab of scraping, because I don't want to puncture no more holes in there than I have to try to get the skin off these things. Done cleaned all them peppers up, got them looking their best. They are ready to go to work. But while them was cooling off enough for me to handle, I done browned up about 1 pound of hamburger meat, and some onion, 2 garlic cloves, a little bit of oregano, some Red River Ranch mesquite seasoning. It is ready to go. Now you want to look when you peel them peppers and see if there's any accidental crackings or something that might went on. That's where we're going to go ahead and make the slit in that one right here. He's already got one started a little for us. Now, I've eat them many different ways. Now, me, I like to leave them seeds in there. Don't even disturb them at all. Now, what are you going to do? We're going to put us some Monterrey Jack cheese in there because I really love the taste. Now, I have done it too with pepper jack, about 3 slices in each pepper. Then we're just going to go to spooning the meat in there. Try to get him in there best you can, because you want to make sure you get meat in every bite. Some pretty big toothpicks for this deal. You can get them skewers, I think they call them at the store. And we need to just sort of sew him up a little best we can to try to keep all that meat in there. So just bring him around, bring him back around. There he is, folks, right there like that. When we go to put this in the skillet to fry him, this side is going to go down. We'll seal this crack with batter so none of that grease is going to get in there. Now, you can see this in here has a little crack in it too. I like to start right about the top, try to follow that crack that's already got, but I don't want to go plumb to the bottom here. Maybe 2 heaping tablespoons of meat per pepper. That all depends too on how big is your Poblano family. We done got through sewing them rascals up, and there's probably enough meat to do 6. While we were sewing them up, I done took that filled skillet out of the house. I done put me some oil in there about 1 inch deep, maybe a little more. And it is hot, ready to go. It's over a medium-low heat now. I just want to maintain that heat. So be careful when you pick them little rascals up. And I like to take a spoon and just spoon it all over them. Because you go to rolling them around, hey, they'll try to fall apart on you. Just make sure you get them covered. Remember where your little stick is. Pull him out of there. Always remember to put him down on that side first. Just remember to be really careful when you go to flipping and turning them rascals that you don't bust one of them. Give that grease and that oil time to work. When we get it right over here, be careful you don't burn them little old fingers you got. Just pour it right down in that crack. It is doing some good. Oil might be a tad hot. We're going to turn her down just a little more. It don't take them long to fry. Now, I do like to pick them up, let them drain really good. You can put them on a wire rack if you want to when you take them out of there. While they good and hot right out of that grease, I like some cheese on mine. Now, you can make you a cheese sauce and put on them. Or if you want to cook all these and let them cool just a minute, you can put them back on a plate and then just slip them in there in the oven. That cheese will just melt right there on top of them. Remember, take them out. They ain't good to chew on while you're in the middle of the meal. Get that fork ready and listen. That's what I'm after. There's some cheesy, stringy goodness in there. I like that crunch. I think you can see that cheese in there, that good Monterey Jack, all melted, it got in there. But one other more important thing, hey, beef in every bite. It ain't that hard to do. The hardest thing of the whole deal, I think, is trying to sew them rascals back up. Remember, if they split a little, don't lose your patience. You can cover them back with that batter. Just remember to put the sewn up side up. Always start on the bottom, that way you can seal that. Fry them up good and crispy. Whew, it is a meal fit for a king. You can have this any day of the week or even for breakfast. We want to thank you, me and Frank and the Beagle and Shan, for stopping by in the backyard today on a beautiful Saturday in January. Whew, God bless you each and every one. Hit the subscribe button. Adios.